What led you to write this book, including you leading inclusion from where you are?
Yes, thank you so much. And again, I want to thank you for having me on this show, this podcast, and being able to share a sentiment with you in the space that we can work together, right? We all have personal
Hmm.
accountability. So what prompted me to write this book was the fact that I've been doing this work for more than 25 years.
Nice.
I've been in the space of human resources and diversity and inclusion for 25 years in a number of different industries. And I see the same thing, right? The tide isn't shifting. People are hesitant to engage in the work of diversity, equity, inclusion, unless it's their explicit responsibility
Hmm.
for
Hmm.
the work. So it's what I've noticed is that many people are sitting back waiting for someone else to come along and say, okay, here's your inclusive environment. Now it's time to go. And what I believe is that we all can take personal accountability to create more inclusive environments. It doesn't have to be a specific role or job, but just through some very strong point or basic points of awareness, we can
Hmm.
shift the narrative so that we have more inclusive environments and we're not thwarting the opportunity for people to come together.
Hmm.
And so I really decided to write this book about a year ago, simply because it's time, right? We've been working on the same thing, diversity and inclusion, for a long time, but we're not
Hmm.
really honing in on inclusion as an opportunity to bring people together that values diversity, brings diversity, sustains diversity. Inclusion will sustain diversity. And the reality is, we all have felt excluded at some point in time in our lives, right? Whether it was back in kindergarten, at the last meeting that we had at our organization, or, in the grocery store. We've all had that experience. It didn't feel good. Most people that I've spoken to didn't feel good. So let's
No.
not have that in our workplaces.